It's three guys who combined to play 15 seasons in the National Football League trenches. Well, two guys. And Mackey, who didn't do shit. He just sits there and looks pretty.
This is the O-Line Committee.
It's it's two of us, and then the left pectoral of our guy Alex Boone there.
No. We're here.
Sweating up a storm.
Can you square yourself up on the screen, please?
Hey, it's hot.
Other way.
See, this is the problem.
Are you okay physically right now?
Yes. Somebody messed with my computer. It was one of my kids.
Oh.
And now everything's all messed up.
You do not want this smoke, kids.
We got old half Two-Face here on the screen, just lying right down the center of his nose.
No, what is going on?
There
you
missed
the white backwards hat memo here too.
By the way, you missed the. Oh, man. Why are you so sweaty?
It's hot, dude.
Okay, dude?
It's so fun out there right now. It is so hot. So listen, I started up my computer because somebody turned it off. Don't know who turned it off. So I'm like, I'm going to go outside and play for a minute. I go outside. I look down. I'm like, oh, my God, it's 11:50. And I run down here. And you know how slow my computer is. I'm like, I'm definitely going to be late. So then I'm like, get locked out of my account. And then I'm like, oh, my God, it's the two-step verification. I get my phone. I left that outside. And then you were calling me. And you were like, dude, what are we doing? I'm like, you're only adding more panic. Okay,
hey,
dude,
you know what?
Can
don't be late.
Can we talk about two-step verification someday? I mean, do we really need two-step
verification? No, we don't. My God,
everything?
I could have been here 5 minutes earlier had I not had to run upstairs again. But I know you guys are not ready for this draft. I am so excited.
Oh, well,
Mackie, introduce what we're doing here.
Yeah, so this is, and by the way, our graphics team here at the O-Line Committee was up all weekend putting together the fat guy fantasy football draft here on the O-Line Committee. So we had a special show meeting while you were trying to figure out how to use two-factor authentication before the show. So we're going to do the offensive side of the Fat Boys today.
Clearly.
And then we'll do a defensive to complete our teams. And this is how it's going to work. It's just the three of us for now. We've never done this before, but offensive and defensive linemen don't get enough love and credit. I think some of the reason why receivers and running backs are household names because of fantasy football, right? You have
100%.
These dudes
100%.
on your fantasy team. So let's start doing that for offensive and defensive linemen. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. We can kind of argue about the scoring of it, but we're going to do.
I'm a little confused there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is innovative stuff here.
No, it's amazing. That's why I'm wondering how we're going to start with points.
Forward thinkers.
Yes. So we're going to do a snake draft just like you would. We have a way to do a random draft order. And we're going to fill a roster with 5 starting offensive lineman positions. So it'll be 5, like a left tackle, a left guard, a center, a right guard, and a right tackle on all of our teams. And then a 6th offensive lineman of your choosing. So if you want to draft another left tackle, another right guard, totally up to you guys. And then we're going to draft a team offense. And the scoring is going to be, this is what I have right now. You guys can punch back if you want to, but for offensive linemen, the individuals, the way I have it is because all the stats, which Alex loves PFF, all of the stats we have available are through Pro Football Focus, and it's tracking things that you don't want to happen as an offensive lineman, right? Like a running back gets credit for a yard and a touchdown. An offensive lineman gets debit or dinged for a pressure allowed or a sack allowed or a hurry allowed or a penalty taken, right? So here's how I think we should do it. Offensive linemen are looking to avoid points. So if you go through a Sunday and you allowed 1 pressure, no penalties, no sacks, nothing, you get a -1, which is a very good score. So you're looking to avoid points. And then on the flip side, we'll get to the defensive side of it later. If you get a pressure, it's a point. If you get a sack, it's 2 points, whatever it is. And then I have fat guy touchdown is 20 points. If your left guard scoops a football and scores a touchdown, you get 20 points. Totally arbitrary number, but it sounds good to me.
Makes sense to me.
The only protection in here for if you have a guy that doesn't play in a game or misses half the season, you can't just be getting rewarded by not having a chance to score negative points. So for every game your guy misses, it's -5 points. Or we find a way to replace the guy that's injured.
Well, no, that's
waiver wire.
I feel like with the 6, yeah, or waiver wire.
Okay.
Yeah. If a guy is out, we can pick up. We have 1 waiver wire per week.
Okay. So you can swap it out. This will be good.
All right.
And then for the team offense, it's mostly rushing yards based because the individual stuff is more like pass protection. So if your team offense that you're going to draft gains under 100 yards rushing, it's -5. We're gonna ding you for under 100 yards rushing. If it's 101 to 119 yards, it's a point. If it's 120 to 149, it's 2 points. 150 to 200 is 5 points. 200 plus is 10 points. We can tweak this as we go. A rushing touchdown, 6 points. And then a fat guy touchdown, same thing. If your team offense, if the right guard picks up a ball and scores, it's 20 points for a fat guy touchdown.
That makes sense. Gotcha.
We good?
Yeah. So you basically want to have like a 0 score at the end of the week. You want no recognition, no numbers. You want a 0.
For the pass pro, you want 0. For the rushing, you want yards, you want touchdowns, right?
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
Jeremiah?
Yep.
I'm good. The only other thing I would think, if we can, is if there's a stat. I don't know. Again, I'm not a stat guy. Is there a stat for yards before contact?
Yeah.
If you can have running backs over 50 yards before contact, because that means the holes were clean, right?
Okay.
That means the holes.
What do you get though?
It's a plus 10. Like, dude, if you can have a running back that gets 50, but the problem is
I'll do some digging.
Yeah, because yards before contact's a big offensive line performance metric.
Yeah.
Right.
With that.
Yards before
like
contact,
Barry
or
Sanders does all the juking. Like your fat ass shouldn't get credit for that, right?
right,
Yeah.
right. Or, and the only other one I'm going to say is, if I don't know how you'd measure this, but efficient runs, right? How many 4+ yard runs you have per game?
Okay.
Right, like
So
that's another one. Just because that means that like there was generated push. So those are the only two other like analytic sides that I might think we could throw in here that are strictly offensive lineman based.
I love the yards before contact because that's push, right?
That's push. That means he's through the line of scrimmage before he's through the initial line of defense before he gets
dirty.
up there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Listen, it's all the stuff we used to get negatively graded on. I know. It's all the stuff that Tony used to walk in the room and be like, "You weren't efficient in the run game. 3.2 yards a carry, not good enough."
Got an article in my locker this morning. I'll tell you what it said. Nothing good. Nothing good, Boone. Love you, Tony.
Oh man, rest his soul, man. Tony
He's the best.
Sperano.
Love Tony.
So, boys, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to we'll do a draft order here in a second, but we're gonna do.
Well, that's my last question. How are we doing this draft order?
He's got it. Just calm down. You were late. Don't pipe up if you were late to the meeting.
Yeah, if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late.
Yep.
If you're 5 minutes late, you're 10 minutes late.
Yep.
This is how it works.
That's how it works.
Yeah. So we're gonna draft an order, and then it's gonna go. Whoever gets the number 1 pick is gonna pick first, and then we go second, third, and then like a fantasy football snake draft, we're gonna flip it so that it goes first, second, third, and then third, second, first, and then in order for it to be fair in a small 3-person draft, rather than like Boone picking first every single round and just getting like the best player at every position, we're gonna flip it for the third round. So let's say Jeremiah gets the last pick, Boone gets the first pick. Boone, you draft first, 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2, 1, and then Jeremiah drafts first in the third round going forward. I'll guide you through this. All right.
Yes.
I feel like there's a lot of hokiness to this. I feel like there's a lot of cheating.
I'll tell you when it's
you
your
just
turn
tell
to
me
pick.
when it's my turn to pick.
Just tell me when it's my turn. Sure thing, coach.
Right. Boone, you just stick to the graphics, okay? This is the fat guy fantasy football draft here.
Finally here. I'm
Goal
so
line
excited.
committee.
You should have seen how I was up all night.
Stop it.
You have no idea.
Guess what I have? Sticky notes, baby. Sticky note guy.
Sticky notes.
Uh-huh.
All right, so here's how this is going to work. I
Talk to me.
have a number written down on a piece of paper here, all right? It's a number 1 through 3. So there's 1, 2, and 3. All right? Did you guys see what I wrote down or no?
No.
I didn't
No.
just hold that up for the camera.
No.
Okay. So Jeremiah guesses first, Boone guesses second. If you both whiff, then I get to pick first. Okay?
Okay.
I'm in on it. I will guess number 3.
I'll guess number 2.
Oh, damn it. Alex got it. It's number 2.
Fuck!
Okay, and then so that means Alex gets the first pick. Okay, Jeremiah, I have written down. Hold on, another number here. This is between you and me now.
Ooh!
It's either 1 or 2.
How about
All right,
odds or
it's either-
evens? Odds or evens? Who wants this?
1.
Have fun picking last. Jack.
Damn it! Oh! That was the same 2 as before.
He just circled it.
I swear to God,
He just circled it.
It's 2 different tunes.
He has 2 pages. He has 2 different pages. One with a 1, one with a 2. Whichever one I guessed, I was screwed. He who holds the pen last.
Every page just says Jeremiah picks last. Jeremiah picks last.
Damn it!
All right. So now, do I have to pick a certain position first, or can I go anywhere I want?
So do we have to go? Do we have to fill our roster, or can we just pick like if Boone wanted to pick back to back, like left tackle, so he could get his 6th guy?
Yep.
Can he do that?
You can do that. You just have to fill every position at some point.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Alex with the first pick. Feel free to talk us through this too. Like, what's the war room saying? What's the committee saying?
All right. So
is there trades? Can we make trades?
There's 0 trades. There's 0 trades in this war room. But I will say this: I know I want to go with the left tackle first. I'm between.
No, don't say between. Just pick your guy.
Yeah, you don't want to. Dude, what if the second name you say is like a name that I hadn't thought of, and I'm picking number 2?
Okay,
right?
okay. The pick is in.
Hadn't thought of
first pick in the Fat Guy Fantasy Draft. Team Rhino selects out of San Francisco, Trent Williams. Going with my dude. Oh my god,
too easy.
I love it. Okay, all right. I'll see. I'm hoping that the other guy's here for my 6th guy.
Okay. All right. Wow, that was going to be my pick, obviously, with the second pick there.
I love Trent, though. Everybody knows that. Great tackle, athletic as all hell, one of the best to do it.
That team runs the shit out of the football.
They sure do, and they're going to have a lot of fun this year. And everything they do is kind of set off of the play action, too. We've talked about that for you. I mean, if Brock Purdy's really the quarterback back there, I expect a lot of easy passes, quick throws. Everything's going to be set up to help the quarterback, so I expect Trent to fall in line again for another fantastic year.
All right, so man, my war room is scrambling right now. They thought Alex was going to pass on Trent Williams,
never
inexplicably. So I know, like, left tackle is the most important position. It's the hardest position to fill, but this is fantasy Fat Guy football, and so we're just looking for the best statistics here. We don't necessarily need like the best, most valuable player. Although this guy is probably headed to the Hall of Fame, I'm going to go with a right tackle to start things off with for Team Mackey. Give me Lane Johnson from the Philadelphia Football Eagles.
That was going to be my other pick.
I like it. It's a good pick.
Life comes at you fast in the Fat Guy Fantasy Football Draft.
All right.
So you get back-to-back picks now, Jeremiah, because we snake it around here.
Yep. I love it. I like this. I'm all right with it. All right. For the 3rd pick in the first round, Team Sirles selects the man who just got paid a boatload of money out in New York, Andrew Thomas, left tackle, New York Giants.
Okay. Yes.
And with the first pick in the 2nd round, I'm going to switch over to the other tackle and go Tristan Wirfs. Tampa Bay. Tristan Wirfs out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, baby. Got my bookends. Got my bookends.
Can I just say this, since I am an O-lineman, and we should talk about this? I thought he would be very high, but I want you to remember something. Who is his quarterback?
That means they're going to run the shit out of the ball.
Or are they going to pass the shit out of the ball?
Doesn't matter, dude. Tristan's a
okay. I'm just saying that guy takes a lot of sacks. I'm just saying. Not a fan of him. Go ahead, Mac.
It is different. No, I'm curious, like, because you go from like Tom Brady, or
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you have one of the best behind you that's getting rid of the ball all the time, it's super easy to look great. We've talked about this on the show, Jay. Now all of a sudden, when you've got a guy who's got a scatterbrain and you're all over the place,
so good though.
That's what I'm saying. That can sometimes outweigh the shittiness behind you. Is when you're like, I'm just a dominant player and I can be dominant this year and go out and do it. And I hope he does, because I think he's one of the best. Great pick.
All right, back around here to old Macadac. Probably going to go left tackle. This is interesting because I feel like the guy that I want to take, I worry about durability.
Don't be a homer. I know who you're going with. Don't be a homer.
Not a homer. No, it's actually the exact opposite of being a Vikings
I know
homer.
who it is. I know who it is. Can I guess it? Or are you going to go for it?
Don't you dare.
Here's what I'm worried about.
Is he doing it?
He chugs too many beers.
I knew it.
Whoa!
But give it. David Bakhtiari is my guy here. David Bakhtiari, right. Green Bay Packers.
I like it. I like the pick.
I'm a little bit nervous about this because it's like, I know.
Jordan Love.
I know.
But Aaron Jones runs the ball. Dillard runs the ball. So they're going to be.
They're going to run the hell out of the ball.
They're going to be run heavy.
You guys are driving me nuts.
But it's -5 points if you put a guy in that doesn't play. But that's why the waiver wire exists.
That's why the waiver wire's there. We'll be all right. All right, so is it me now?
So we're back to Boone to round out the second round, and then we'll start with Jeremiah for the third round, and that'll be the order going forward.
Got it.
All right, hold on.
All right, Boone.
Coming through, hold on.
Who's the first guy here? Probably Alex, to be like, has this guy been taken yet? Like everyone's fantasy football draft. It's like the fourth round. Someone's like, did someone take
someone's still here.
Someone take Justin Jefferson yet? Like, he was the first pick actually. So
all right.
You're on the clock.
I really
You're on the clock, Boone.
Or
all right, I'm good. I'm good. As I strategically think about this, I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna go with my first pick in the second round. I am going with center. Jason Kelsey.
Oh, wow.
Out of Philadelphia.
Dude, it's a good pick.
Wow, dude. God,
my
offensive line
guy.
It's a good one.
Did he almost retire? Was there speculation that he might?
But think about it. If you almost are about to retire and they call you back for something, you really got to want to be back. And so I think that, and the way that their system is run off that RPO, I mean, dude, it's such a center friendly. You're helping everybody. Everything you play is such a nickel defense. It's 2-3 techniques. You're not really in a lot of trouble. But he is, and we've watched his film, and Jay, you can tell everybody, we pull a lot of his film up with our young guys. Some of the things that he can do is phenomenal. At his age, if he was 21, I would still be like, this is phenomenal. But it's just so entertaining to watch. And so with my second pick,
Jason Kelsey. Of course, 6 times a game he has 8 guys piling on him with those quarterback sneaks that they do. So I might negotiate that out. But all right, back to Jeremiah here to start the third round.
All right, I'm going to start out with the left guard position here. I'm going to go left guard out of Boone's hometown, the Cleveland Browns, Joel Bitonio. Joel Bitonio at left guard. Another team, Deshaun Watson's back. No, and he's not everyone's favorite, but they have some good backs with Chubb back there. They're a great offensive line, coached extremely well by Coach Callahan. Joel Bitonio, left guard. Not a sexy pick, but a solid pick.
Yeah. That's a good offensive line, right? In Cleveland?
Yes.
Pretty good offensive line? Yes. Very well coached, too. Coach Callahan is one of the best to do it.
All right. I think I'm going to take the second center off the board here.
I
think one of the more underrated players because of the markets he's played in. He's played in one small market, and then now he's like playing on the second team in another market. Give me Corey Linsley as my starting center here.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I will say that's a little surprising, but I like it.
You think that's a reach?
I don't think it's a reach at all. He's very good. Don't get me wrong. There was another name I was expecting to hear, so I'm excited to hear that name. I love Corey.
Jeremiah can have the other name I think that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Because there's probably only going to be 3 centers drafted in the Fat Guy Fantasy Football League.
I assume so.
All right, Boone, back to you to round out the third round here.
Did Jay go?
Yep. So
took Bitonio, dummy.
Bitonio, that's right. Linsley, and now you're rounding out because you had the first pick. So now we flip it in the third round.
All right. At right tackle, I'm going to have to go with my guy. And I mean, I can't believe this guy's here right now. But Panay, come on over. Come on over and have some fun. Let's do this, huh?
Panay Sewell. To the Fighting Booners.
So excited when I heard the coach say that. Listen, when he said he's the foundation of this team, I was listening to a lot of interviews from a lot of coaches last night about how they came in this year and how excited they were, and he was one of them. They were like, "This guy is the foundation of our team." And honestly, if you watch their offense, a lot of how they're built is to make sure that he can go out and dominate people, and he does. I think he's a phenomenal player. Can't wait to watch him.
I think I just named your fantasy team here. It's the Raging Booners. All right,
dude.
That's your Fat Guy Fantasy.
Careful. Football porn at its finest.
All right, back to Jeremiah here
Here we go.
The fourth round.
All right, I'm going to take. He's probably a dark horse at center. It's not who you guys are thinking. It is not.
Ooh.
There are some durability issues to him, but when he's healthy,
it's risky.
He is one of the best centers in the NFL. Frank Ragnow.
Oh, that's not. Love Frank.
It's a good one.
That is my center pick, Frank Ragnow, because when he's healthy, he is special. He's got some issues going on injury-wise, but if he can keep it together, he's an all-pro center.
Listen,
and
can we just say,
Detroit's going to win the NFC North.
For sure. You talk about durability issues. Do you know what he was out for last year? He broke his throat.
He broke his throat and a foot.
Broke his throat. I mean, talk about a badass. He still played. Like, that's not a durability issue. That's a what the hell's going on in that weight room issue. But, dude, I love that pick, and I'm so excited. that you went with him? Because we both agreed Detroit's on the rise, man.
Detroit's up and up, man. They're ready.
Yeah, Detroit. So I think they're still like in all of the sports books too, the favorite to win the division. All right, back to me here in the 4th round. There's still some rock star tackles on the board here.
Tackles on the board.
There is.
All right, I'm going to go with the guy that you thought I was going to pick earlier. I worry that his quarterback in purple just finds himself taking too many sacks, and he might get dinged. So I'm going to go in a different direction here. I'm going to go Laramie Tunsil.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good pick.
So he is my my 6th
your
offensive
backup?
lineman, basically. Yeah.
But rookie quarterback.
I know.
Rookie quarterbacks, they get a little nervous in the service. That they get a little nervous back there. Listen, buddy, this isn't Ohio State anymore. You can't just sit back here and pat the ball. They're coming, and they're coming in hot.
I know.
It's all right.
Also, by the way, you guys can draft at any time. We can draft a team offense here too. So feel free to deviate. But Boone, back to you to round out the 4th round here.
All right. So, I know I'm out. I'm going to have to finish off because of the tackles. Jay's about to pick another one, I feel like, and I got to get this guy off the board. But I'm between 2 guys. And I'm going to tell you, since this is my last tackle anyways, I really, really, really like Christian Darrisaw. I'm just going to be very honest. I love him. You know me. I know how I feel about him. Phenomenal player. I also really like Ronnie Stanley. And I think what he did last year, he's playing really, really well. The 2 quarterbacks behind them are completely different, and that's why I'm like looking at this like, man, this is one of the fantasy things where you're like, dude, are you going to check it down on 4th and 8, or are you going to run for it on 4th and 8? Because I know what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I am not a Crusader, and I swear to God, if I hear about that stupid show one more time, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. But I'm going with Christian Darrisaw for my 6th.
There you go.
It's all right.
He's a stud, man. He's a stud. He's going to get paid too.
Yes, he's going to get
next summer. He's going to get probably a bigger contract than Andrew Thomas got. Right?
Well, just come in the gym then.
He stays healthy.
Come on.
It'd be fun to see you work out, Christian Darrisaw over there.
Oh, I would love to. Kidding me?
Do a good sweat. All right, back to Jeremiah here as we enter the 5th round of the Fat Guy Fantasy Football Draft, the first annual.
You know, I'm gonna take another tackle here too. Booney's right.
I knew you were going.
And here's the thing. I know I might be doubling up here, but I'm going to go because he was hurt all last year. All pro as a rookie. One of the best left tackles coming out of Northwestern. Rashawn Slater. Left tackle, San Diego Chargers.
Ooh, that's a good
L.A.
pick
Chargers.
right
Excuse me. L.A.
That's
Chargers.
That's a good pick.
But I think when he's healthy, he is – and that's no line. Again, Herbert's going to get the ball out a lot. Like, they got Austin Eckler back there. Like, that's a really good offensive line in a very good division. But I like Rashawn Slater there as my other pick.
Yeah, he's tough too. He probably went through a bunch of hazing at Northwestern too.
Are you writing these down? Are you writing these down? By the way,
I have every one of them down. Don't worry, I have every one of them down. And in order, pick order.
Trust my handwriting. Yep. All right. Let's see. Back to me here. I need some guards.
Yeah, so wait, do I get to go 2 then? Twice?
You'll go back to back here, won't you?
We'll flip it. Yeah, we're gonna flip it after this round, and you'll go back to back again after this round. All right. So calm down over there.
Easy.
I'm going to venture into the team game here. I'm going to save my guards save the best for last. I'm trying to decide now that we've put like the yards before contact thing in there. Like, I don't know. We're just kind of making up the scoring. I'm going to go, you know what? Like if a quarterback runs for yardage, technically I'm going to get points, right? Like I'm going to get.
You are.
Give me the Chicago Bears rushing offense.
Wow.
Give me the Chicago Bears.
What did you just hijack your own draft?
What do you mean hijack my own draft?
Did you just hijack your own draft right now?
I'm drafting.
You just totally flipped script. You didn't draft a guard.
He doesn't need to.
I don't need to. You can draft these players in any
and
order.
You dropped all that to pick Chicago's run offense. You thought that was so okay? Ryan Pace trade up one spot for absolutely nothing.
Hey,
you should be
laugh all you want.
You would be the worst GM.
You can laugh all you want, but the Chicago Bears averaged 177 rushing yards per game last year.
Yeah, because Justin Fields ran like a madman. He can't do that all year. He'll get killed.
It's fantasy.
Exactly.
Hey, Lamar Jackson been doing it for a few years.
Lamar's much slippier.
Are you crazy right now?
Go ahead, Booner. You're next.
All right, now listen. You know me. I get controversial. I love it. I love pulling out the best in everybody. I can't believe this guy's still here. I stand with you on the sidelines right now in the pickets. I'm going with Zach Martin because I know one thing. There will not be any football played without that dude at right guard. And when he comes back, he's about to be pissed because I just heard someone came out today and said they've been talking to him. And he told the boys, keep my seat warm and get ready because it's about to get hot. I'm excited, dude. I cannot. Hopefully they don't call quarterback sneak, another one. But at the same time, dude plays lights out. He's one of the best to do it. So I'm all about it. Let's do it.
Is that that's the first guard off the board, right?
No, I took
No,
Petonio.
he took
that's right.
Petonio.
Yep.
I took Petonio.
That's Zach Martin.
There's a part of me that thinks that Zach Martin could just be like, I'm done. Fine. Retire. Finish it.
No, dude.
What's his base?
I think he's
making like $12 million, right?
Yeah, but listen, when you talk to a guy like that,
converted.
it's not about it. It's number one, it's about the respect for him,
Agreed.
obviously.
Agreed.
But two, you're gonna fight this because number one, you would have just been like, "Hey, man, I'm just gonna retire. I don't want to make a big scene about it." But he clearly is coming back because he wants that ring. Like he is a driven offensive lineman that's like, "You're right. I could retire. I have $100 million. I don't need to do this anymore." But at the same time, if I'm gonna walk in here, you need to show me the respect that I deserve, and at the same time, I'm gonna give you everything I have, which is always a top 3 guard in this league. I'm not against that. Sometimes, and this drives me nuts, is when the fans start to side with the owners. You're like, listen, come on now. You're on our side. We're all together in this, right? We're more like you than they are. Come on now. Hello. Follow us. Help us. But yes, Zach Martin, right guard. Let's do it.
Wow, with the last pick of the 5th round there. So now we're flipping it. Boone, you get back-to-back, so you get the first pick of the 6th round here.
Last round, by the way.
Yeah,
last round.
Well, this is the second to last
Second
round.
to last round. Yes, second to last round.
So you either need another guard or a team rushing offense.
And it has to be an opposite guard, so it has to be a left guard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I know what will happen if I pick this guy. But I know that next year I'm going to get my ass kicked if I don't pick somebody else.
Correct.
So, with the final pick in the Fat Guy Fantasy Draft, Team Rhino selects Cordell Volson out of Cincinnati.
I knew you were going to do it. I knew
He's your guy, man. He's your guy.
That's my guy.
All right, so you've got, look at this. So we need a team offense for you, but you've got Booney's got for his guard Zach Martin, Cordell Volson. You got Christian Darrisaw on the left side, Panay Sewell on the right side, or Andrew Thomas, or Trent Williams on the left side.
He's got Trent first,
and then and then Darrisaw is your
flex,
sort of your 6th guy.
Flex
and
guy.
then
can I flex him in as a guard
Jason
too? Like,
Kelsey.
No.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Hey, coach, can I play left tackle?
So he can only play. No, I'm just. Well, I thought
We
his
get
stats
6
was
guys.
just
We get 6 guys up per week.
Yeah.
So
6
he's
guys
up. He's up no matter what.
Oh,
It's
he's
like
up.
it's like having.
Have you ever
a
played
utility
fantasy
guy.
football before?
No.
Oh my gosh, you're an idiot.
Do I have a Twitter account? No, I don't.
Have I shown it? I've probably shown it before, but right there, that is the 2022
Hey,
fantasy.
that's a cool
football
looking one.
77th Street League champion right there.
Wow, that's a
League
great
champion for 77th Street.
Dude, I love it.
Saying.
Are we gonna make one
we
for
need to-
this?
we
Can
need
we
to
make
trophy
one
for
like a
this.
bronze, like
We'll have
chicken
one.
wing,
We'll have one.
It's like a half.
We'll have one.
keg of beer, and a chicken wing?
Oh my
Don't do
gosh.
that.
All right, I need guards. So I'm gonna go. Let's start with a left guard, and let's start with I think the highest paid left guard in the NFL. Give me Joe Tooney.
Oh, that's a good
Joe
one.
Tooney from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
Came in from New England. Yeah, he got paid last summer, a year ago, or last spring.
Yep. Paid. Jump set
All right.
king. Jump set king right there.
Over to Jeremiah here, last pick in the 6th round.
All right, I'm going to round out. No, I'm going to go team offense here. I'm going to go team offense. I'm going to take, just so I can counter score Boone, I'm going to go the San Francisco 49ers rushing offense. I'm going to go San Francisco 49ers rushers offense. Yep.
I like it. So so you'll get points for whatever we figure out for. I love your idea. The
Counter
yards
Boone.
before contact.
Yards before contact, man. Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel. Let's go.
That's good.
So, are we allowed to take the passing game, or is it just only run game from those teams?
Only running game.
Only running game.
Gotcha.
And then your pass pro is mostly scored with your individual,
guys.
offensive lineman.
Yep.
Although we could throw like a sacks prevented sort of thing in for the team offenses too, but we were thinking more pound the rock, rushing the football.
Run the ball. Run the damn ball.
So
All
this
right,
is,
my backup right away.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep. Sorry. 7th round.
Yeah,
Jeremiah.
so I get to roll again here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, to round out my team with the right guard spot, the highest paid right guard in all of the National Football League, Chris Lindstrom. Lindstrom, right guard, Atlanta.
Yep, that's a sneaky one. Kind of in obscurity out there, right?
And I mean, they just drafted Bijan Robinson, so they're gonna ride that guy. They have who is that? Tyler Algier from last year. They have Corey Linsley, right? Desmond Ritter's kind of a dual threat guy, right? So he's going to run the ball a little bit too. So I think that rushing attack could actually be pretty good there as well.
Like where you're going here. All right, this is my last pick here. I already have a left guard. I need a right guard. Zach Martin's off the board.
Yep.
Chris Lindstrom's off the board.
I got a sneaky one for you, but I'm not going to give it to you.
I'm curious to know who it is. I could also just keep plucking from the Eagles.
We'll have a new one this year.
Yep.
I want to go. I hate where this organization's at right now, but I think he's one of the 4 or 5 best. Right? You know what? No. Let's go. Is Kevin Zeitler still with Baltimore? Can I ask that?
Yeah, that was going to be.
That was my
Kevin
sneaky
Zeitler.
one.
Give me
Kevin Zeitler. Is Kevin Zeitler.
I was gonna go Will Hernandez, but I don't know.
No, don't do that.
Give me Kevin Zeitler.
Don't do that. Kevin Zeitler is way better.
Yes.
Okay.
All
right, Alex. Round us out here. This is the final pick
so
in
to
the
finish us off,
Fat Guy draft.
I wasn't very worried. Both my teams are still here. This is nobody can pick anything. I don't know if I should go for Baltimore this year or Philly. And I kind of think that Philly's just going to shove it up everybody's ass again and just go balls out crazy. So with that last pick, I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles rushing attack this year.
Yeah.
Let's go crazy, boys. Let's have fun. You know what? We should go to some games.
Once we make some money, we can.
We need a travel budget.
We can business fund it.
You know what we need to do? We need to call Nick Sirianni. We need to get him on this show because that dude, oh my God, he'd be incredible. You know he'd love this shit. He'd be all about it. Like, coach, just break some stuff down. Come on, tell us some dirty stuff.
Has a coach ever come as far as he has from like the weird bumbling introductory press conference where he
I was with him.
Systems?
I was with him in San Diego.
Were you really?
He was the quarterback's coach for Philip Rivers.
How was he?
He was the play suggester. He suggested plays, and Philip said yes or no. He was great. Sirianni was awesome. Yeah, Sirianni was fantastic.
Can you believe having Philip Rivers and now look at the offense that you run?
Yeah, right.
Not a clue. I would have thought that came out of there.
That's a great. I mean, that just shows how great he is at adapting and moving. I think he's a phenomenal head coach.
Oh, I love him, and I love his attitude because it's always like kick him in the face, and that's how it should be.
Boys, I'm going to run through our teams here. This is great. So this is it. These are the first 3 ever Fat Guy fantasy football rosters. An idea that was born in jest on this show like 2 months ago. By the way, if you could click the like button and the subscribe button on the O-Line Committee YouTube channel, and also hit us up on Apple and Spotify with a 5-star rating, you can help spread the word about this podcast. So Booney, Trent Williams, Jason Kelsey, Penei Sewell, Christian Darrisaw, Zach Martin, Cordell Volson, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's roll.
Jeremiah Sirles, Andrew Thomas, Tristan Wirfs, Joel Bitonio, Frank Ragnow, Rashawn Slater, the San Francisco 49ers, and Chris Lindstrom. And then old Macadac here, Phil Mackey, Lane Johnson, David Bakhtiari, Corey Linsley, Laramie Tunsil, the Chicago Bears, Joe Tooney, and Kevin Zeitler.
Some squads, boys.
That is some squads.
Let's go,
dude. My honorable mention team would have definitely. I thought about going the Titans.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, it's like they're gonna feed that rock to that big horse behind them. Like they are, right? Like they were an honorable mention for me. Then the Titans were close for me taking them.
Yeah, I like where your head's at there, for sure.
They got a little. Hey, speaking of the Titans, don't they have a little camp battle going on over there with Peter Skorinsky and Andre Dillard?
Probably. I mean,
dude. That's one of those things.
Draft a guy 10th overall, he's going to be in the mix.
Skoronsky's a great offensive lineman name too,
right?
Skoronsky.
I can see them trying to move him over to right too, because Petit's Fier or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Suspended for 6 games for old gambling. That's a no-no.
Stay away from the gambling.
That's a no-no.
By the way, we'd like to find a way, if you guys have ideas for how we can Maybe there's like a listener community pool of players every week or something.
Yeah.
You go you pit your players against us. Or, I don't know. Throw some ideas in the YouTube comment section for how we can involve you guys.
Yes, please.
The Fat Guy Fantasy Football League here, O-line committee.